The Academy Awards, casually called the Oscars, is a formal awards ceremony to honor the best achievements in filmmaking from the previous year. The origins of the name are uncertain, but a popular story on the name is that the Academy librarian and eventual executive director thought it resembled her uncle Oscar, and the Academy staff began referring to it as Oscar, starting in 1939. All aspects of the Academy Awards are overseen by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. The Academy has about 6,000 members and is a professional honorary society of people involved in all aspects of making movies. Some maybe unknown facts are that the first Academy Awards were distributed in 1928 at the Hotel Roosevelt in Hollywood. Currently, there are 24 award categories presented at the ceremony, with more Oscars handed out for lesser achievements before the formal ceremony. The Academy Awards ceremony is televised in over 100 countries. Peter O'Toole has been nominated 8 times and has never won an Oscar. And Katharine Hepburn has won 4 Oscars, the most out of anyone, in her 60-year film career. In 1948, the movie Hamlet was released. Two Cities Film and Universal were the producers of Hamlet and made the genre to be drama.
The movie costed Universal $527,530 to make, and it made $3.25 million US dollars in the box office. There is no current money total available from ancillary rights.
The movie Hamlet, based on Shakespeare's play Hamlet, is about the Prince of Denmark that is told by his father's ghost that his uncle Claudius has murdered him, married his widow, and declared himself king. Hamlet then vows revenge on his uncle, but this has disastrous consequences for his relationship with Ophelia, while his preference for talk and thought over action leads to fatal errors.
The main actors were Laurence Olivier as Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, and also the director, Gene Simmons as Ophelia, Eileen Hurley as Gertrude the Queen, Peter Cushing as Osric, Hamlet's father, and Basil Sidney as Claudius, the evil uncle. Laurence Olivier was born May 22, 1907. He died July 11, 1989. Laurence Olivier was one of the most acclaimed actors of the 20th century, known for his numerous Shakespeare roles on stage and screen, as well as memorable turns in more modern classics. An early theatrical success came with the debut of Noel Coward's Private Lives, which was quickly followed by a bold production of Romeo and Juliet, in which Olivier and John G. alternated playing Romeo and Mercutio. The two actors, whose styles clashed, remained lifelong rivals.
Gene Simmons was born January 31, 1929, and died January 22, 2010. The beautiful female star of David Lean's Great Expectation and Laurence Olivier's Hamlet. Gene Simmons played opposite the great actors of her generation during a career that spanned 6 decades. Simmons' beauty and genuine carried her from success to success. 2 years later, Laurence Olivier, desperate that she play Ophelia in his new production of Hamlet, pleaded with Rank Organization, to whom she was contracted for 30 days of her time. Eileen Hurley was born on March 8, 1920. She died October 8, 2008. Originally trained as a theater actress, she first began performing on stage, but got her big break in a different format. In 1948, she was cast in the film adaptation of the Shakespeare play Hamlet, where she played Hamlet's mother, Gertrude. Despite her being 13 years younger than Laurence Olivier, who played the title role, after this, she continued to appear occasionally on films, devoting most of her time to theater instead. Basil Sidney was born April 23, 1894, and died January 10, 1968. Sidney made his name in 1915 in the London stage hit Romance by Edward Sheldon and co-starred with Keane in the 1920 silent film of the play. The couple married in 1918, and when Keane revived Romance in New York in 1921, Sidney made his Broadway debut in the parts. He stayed in New York for over a decade, playing classical roles like Mercutio in Romeo and Juliet in 1922 and the title role in Hamlet in 1923. Peter Wilton Cushing was born May 26, 1913, and died August 11, 1994. He was an English actor and a BAFTA TV Award Best Actor winner in 1956. He is mainly known for his prolific appearances in humor films, in which he played strong character roles like the sinister scientist Baron Frankenstein, Sherlock Holmes, and the vampire hunter Dr. Van Helsing, among many other roles. Cushing is best known outside the Hammer Productions for playing Doctor Who in Doctor Who.